Okay, let's get into it. We got what I believe are the dark horses of this tournament. And we're going to start off by going off Canada. All right. So I'm going to go through each team who I believe who are the dark horses of this tournament. All right. So Canada is an interesting team. I'm just only gonna go over the certain aspects, give you a quick rundown. I think this is their first World Cup in how many years? Like 50 something years, 40, 50 something years, like since the 70s, like since Haiti was in the World Cup. That's the last time they've been in the World Cup, So I'm gonna go over some key players that you're most likely going to see in the World Cup. You have a couple of decent MLS players that I know. I don't know if they're going to start. Let's see if these guys pop up. Oh, they're not going to show their faces. Oh, my God. Okay, since we're doing that, we'll start with Alistair Johnston. I'm not sure he plays. I've seen him a couple of times. He plays right back. I've seen him a couple of times. He's a decent player. I don't know if he's going to start, but they're most likely going to start either Laria at that right back position. I'm not sure now in terms of, with Alphonso Davies. I'm pretty sure they play him like kind of close to up front. So we'll see how they play him. Yep, they have him listed as a forward on here. So what I want you to pay attention to, they don't have his face on here, which is crazy. But I want you to pay attention to Jonathan David. He's going to be a very important player in this World Cup. He's going to put his name on the map. And the reason why is because he's going to score goals. And on top of that, people are going to be like, yo, he was born in Brooklyn? How did we let this happen? That's what's going to happen. USA is going to be failing like really badly, and they're just gonna they're gonna look at players like him and they're like, he was born in Brooklyn. How did we let him go past? I don't know. You got to ask the system. You know what I'm saying? Eustachio is gonna be impressive. Hutchinson is a veteran. He's been around for a while. You know what I'm saying? He used to play for. I don't know if he still plays. No, he plays in Turkey now, but. He used to play in Turkey, but I remember there was at one time, I remember he was playing for PSV. He's always been a solid player. He's 39 right now. I can't believe he's still playing, but he's always been a solid player. All right. Junior Hoyt. You guys, some of you guys should recognize that name. We'll see. Let's see if he'll get a run in. And I'm looking for somebody else. I don't know if they got these guys. Okay, Buchanan. Tajon Buchanan. Watch out for him. I've seen him a couple of times. Watch out for him. All right. Let's see. Who else should I put you on? Samuel Piatti. He's a good player. Yeah. Yeah. Those are basically the players I want you to look out for. They'll surprise people. They'll surprise people. Trust me. They got players on there that can hurt you. For real. These players that I look, they can hurt you. What they said, Canada must find an X factor. We know the X factors are. You know who the X factor is? It's Jonathan David, bruh. Look, man, when you're in the French league, you're amongst the top scorers, along with like Messi, Neymar, and then your name is in there, like just in the middle of these guys. Come on, that's impressive, and he's been consistent. This is not like one of those guys that's just like he scores, you don't see him Again, this guy's if he's not putting a goal in, he's setting up his teammates. You know what I mean? So like, I don't understand how do you know, like, with because Timothy Weah is on the same team. If you've been paying attention to him, how you not paying attention to Jonathan David? That's crazy to me, man. That's crazy, but whatever, man. Moving on. And also, Senegal, they're not my dark horse anymore because Mane's vital. Mane is vital. I'll be surprised if they advance. I'll be very surprised if they advance out of their group without Mane. So we got Canada. Where's my next dark horse? That will be my substitute for the dark horse is Serbia. All right, I'm gonna mention some players. For you. All right. Well, they got 5 players to watch on there. I'm not gonna read that article. I'm just gonna tell you what I think. Because sometimes they be getting that thing wrong. Because like for Canada, they're making it like about Alphonso Davies. I don't think Davies is gonna have as big as an impact as we think. I think Jonathan David is really gonna be like, he's gonna put people on to the extent where it's like, okay, we see you, bro. We see you. You know what I'm saying? So Dimitrovic, Rakovic, Milinkovic, they have all solid goalkeepers. All right. Stefan Mitrovic, Babic. Okay, right here. The reason why Serbia can make a run in this tournament, because who they have in their group, it's like Serbia, Cameroon, and somebody else, and Brazil. And Brazil is automatically the favorite. It's just a matter of who's going to get that second place. And I think Serbia is going to get that the second place in that group. But they got these guys. Okay, I'm going to just keep it a buck with you. You got Filip Kostic off that left wing. All right. Milinkovic Savic, one of the best midfielders in Europe. You know, they got people that they could use. You have Mitrovic, you have a big forward up front, and you have Tadic, and you have Jovic coming off the bench, and you have Vlahovic. So you have a lot of players to work from up front, and you got the crossing, and you got the defense, and you got the goalkeepers, the keeper selection straight. I think Serbia could shock a couple of people. That's why I have them as a substitute as my dark horse. Now let's get into my last dark horse selection. I should have probably done this off the ESPN website so it shows these people's faces, but it is what it is on that end. So my last dark horse group, that is gonna team. That's gonna be Uruguay. Gonna show you their squad. And they said Araujo will be healthy to play. He'll find a way to make it. So I think this will be Muslera's. How many World Cups? This will be his third, right? Yeah, 2010, 2014. No, this will be his fourth if he's playing in this one. If he starts for this one, this will be his fourth. That's impressive. That is impressive. That's not easy, guys. That's not easy. 4 World Cups, that's not easy. Trust me. Now, the reason why, like Uruguay, their team is interesting because they have players. Uruguay is just going to be that team that nobody wants to face because they just have whips on that team. Let's start off with Jose Jimenez. You got Diego Godin, Araujo. I mean, Those are some solid names. Coates, Caceres. I mean, these are solid players, bro. You don't want to face like these, like Uruguayan defenders and Chilean defenders. Those guys are sons of bitches. Same with Portuguese defenders. You don't want to face those guys. Now, in the midfield is going to be interesting. They have a lot to pick from. You got Bentancur, you got Lucas Torreira, but what I want you guys to pay attention to is one of my favorite players in the world right now, Federico Valverde. Cruz said he was top 3, period. Top 3. He didn't say top 3 midfielder. He just said top 3 in the world, period. I know that's his teammate, but imagine, okay, because guys, you got to look at it this way. It's always Cruz and Modric that always play together. It's only Cruz and Modric. They play together. And you're basically praising the one guy that can't take any of your spots, that's basically going to take your spot. Even though a lot of the times you'll see Federico Valverde playing on the right wing a lot of the times too, but he's a midfielder at heart. You know, and for you to praise the person on your team that can take your spot and just openly say this guy's top 3 in the world, I'll just say this: there's no way. Like if I was a midfielder, if I was a defender, I would not want to see Federico Valverde pressing me like a man. That would scare me. That would scare me. That's the last person I want pressing me. This will be Suarez's last World Cup. Now we got Darwin Núñez. This is the perfect time for him to put himself on the map. Edinson Cavani, it might be his last World Cup. I don't think so, but I think it will be his last World Cup. We got Maximiliano Gomez. I forgot what team he moved to because he recently left Valencia. So I haven't paid attention to which club he went to, but you know he'll probably get some runs in. But obviously Núñez, Suarez, Cavani, those are the guys that you're looking forward to seeing up front. But yeah, Uruguay is one of those teams. The reason why I picked these 3 teams, those 3 teams, if the top teams, they do not want to face these teams. If you're mentally not up to par that day, they're going to punish you. That's why I picked those 3 teams. And I know like those 3 teams, they're not the sexy teams, but they will surprise people. That's why I have them, you know, where I have them. But yeah, those are my dark horses. Yeah, at first it was Senegal, Canada, and Uruguay, but with Mane out, I don't even know how they're gonna advance out of their group. You know, it's really unfortunate what happened to him. They should have rested him. Bayern, they didn't need to play him. You know, that sucks, man. That really sucks. But yeah, my official dark horse is for that team. I mean, for the World Cup will be Uruguay, Canada, and Serbia. You know, the last dark horse prediction for the 2018 World Cup was spot on, bro. It was spot on. So let's keep it rolling. Let's see if we can do this again.